Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. It's time to focus on creating work opportunities. The COVID-19 pandemic and the pathogen's steady stream of variants have brought unprecedented disruption in the workplace and forced many professionals to adopt technology. It also brought to the fore that the fact not every work or job required occupying space in an office. If we look at the global employment figure of around 3.33 billion, around 2 billion people operate in an informal employment mode. Of this, the gig economy is already touching 200 million. Gig economy today ranges from ride-sharing, deliveries, home services, beauty and wellness to even gig work in the high-tech space such as coding, project management, marketing, fintech, pharma, edu-tech and so on. Even MGNREGA, that is MGNREGA, technically is another form of gig work. The Prime Minister recently mentioned that 800 million people in India received free ration and benefited from the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. This also indicates that a vast section of the population is still vulnerable and we need to work harder to create more work opportunities for their livelihood. With the advent of internet and smartphone penetration, the gig economy started to grow, and due to its flexible and participatory nature, it gave the freedom and opportunity for workers to choose days or hours one wanted to engage to earn. However, one concern that kept everyone awake was social coverage and safety. The Ministry of Labour has demonstrated India's progressive outlook and is the first to acknowledge the growing number of workers associated with the unorganized sector and gig by extending social security benefits to them. Almost all notable startups operating in the gig economy space provide the gig workers with some form of social security cover like insurance and other benefits and have often supplemented these provisions with additional voluntary provisions in many cases. The Social Security Code 2020 aims to provide social security for unorganized workers, gig workers and platform workers besides making provisions for their registration. The code requires contribution between 1 to 2% of the annual turnover of the aggregators not exceeding 5% of the amount paid or payable to gig and platform workers. The Social Security Code 2020 has already enacted the requirement to such provisions and subject to certain clarifications. It is important for the government to kickstart the process along with states. The gig economy has also led to emergence of startups like Jeevitam, that is meaning livelihoods, that are creating massive social impact on ground by reaching the unreached, combining old tech using IVRS and new tech using AI to enable sourcing to matchmaking for the gig workers and connecting with the new age startups besides conventional companies that are seeking them while aligning their approach to reach the new age consumer who wants everything at the swipe of a screen or a click of a button. Today, gig economy has opened doors for many to go up the value chain. From an aspirational standpoint, gig work today includes delivery and entrepreneurs, financial advisors, home services, resellers, tech freelancers, online tutors, travel agents, cloud kitchen entrepreneurs, agripreneurs, medical and entrepreneurs to EV battery charging or swapping entrepreneurs, etc. If one were to convert all of these into forced jobs, then neither will there be flexibility nor economic viability for these models. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Cloud is the fundamental backbone of any enterprise, says HCL CTO. Kalyan Kumar, Chief Technology Officer and Head of Ecosystems for HCL Technologies, has emphasized that information technology has now become business technology, which needs a different approach and skill sets to help companies with their cloud journey as the pandemic accelerates the digital transformation journeys of most enterprises. The need for flexibility, scalability and reliability while migrating to the cloud is imperative for any modern enterprise, he further added. CERT-In mandates organizations to report cybersecurity breaches within 6 hours. A new circular issued by the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team has asked all government and private agencies to report cybersecurity breach incidents to it within 6 hours of noticing them. The circular mandates all service providers, intermediaries, data centers, corporates and government organizations to enable logs of all their ICT systems and maintain them securely for a rolling period of 180 days, and the same shall be maintained within the Indian jurisdiction. CAIT acknowledges CCI for raiding Amazon sellers. The Confederation of All India Traders, representing about 70 million traders of the country, has acknowledged the Competition Commission of India for conducting raids on the offices of Cloudtail and Appareo, both sellers of e-commerce giant Amazon. India's antitrust body has reportedly launched raids against the two top domestic sellers of Amazon over accusations of violating competition laws. The raids are related to the allegations of giving deep discounts on online sales of smartphones and cherry-picking sellers. Other allegations included predatory pricing and exclusive partnerships. CBI arrests Sanjay Chhabria in YES Bank-DHFL corruption case. The CBI has arrested realtor Sanjay Chhabria of Radius Developers in connection with a case of alleged corruption against YES Bank and Diwan Housing Finance Corporation Limited. The CBI has registered the case in 2020 against YES Bank's founder Rana Kapoor and Kapil Wadhwan of DHFL, among others, for alleged corruption. According to the CBI FIR, the scam started taking shape between April and June in 2018 when YES Bank invested Rs 3,700 crores in short-term debentures of DHFL, for which Wadhwan allegedly paid kickback of Rs 600 crores to Kapoor and his family members in the form of loan to DOIT Urban Venture India Private Limited. UPCyberPolice arrests cybercriminal for hacking data of TVS Credit, Mahindra and Bajaj Finance. The Cybercrime Police of UP has arrested a cybercriminal exploiting leaked data of loan holders. Police said many loan holders of TVS Credit Services Limited were cheated monetarily by asking them to deposit the loan installments. Using technical surveillance, Bikki Mandal from Devgarh district, Jharkhand was tracked and picked up by UPCyberPolice. Police have found data of TVS Credit Services, Bajaj Finance and Mahindra Finance from the cybercriminal. Police also found huge loan and insurance holders' data bank from him. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.